haven't even been watching Karina's videos.
Thanks for nothing.
Which is surprising, because I still tried to keep up a little bit. I also don't know a lot about what's going on with Amberlynn right now. I have her blocked on everything, and she probably has me blocked on things as well.
Nurse, clear my schedule.
I did explain that, yes, I am getting divorced. It was... I wouldn't say it was mutual, but it was definitely, like, needed. You know, like I said, I think I said expectations weren't being met. I am dating somebody, so, I mean, and she's not.
Good evening.
Hi, everyone. In today's video, we're talking about Destiny, Amber's ex, basically letting us know that she has gotten divorced, that she's blocked Amber. Aw, Pookie Lynn, we miss you. Okay, and basically that she is getting a divorce. She's still living with her ex-wife, soon-to-be ex-wife, and she's already moved on to the next girl, and she spends the weekends with her new girlfriend while still living with her ex-wife. It's a wonderful time to be alive. Girls, I feel like a girl of 2021 again. Okay. So I have one question. How does Destiny get all these girls? Where is she finding all of these girls that are interested in being in a relationship with a woman who's still living with her wife? And Destiny's always getting new girlfriends. So basically, she also discussed Amber getting fired. So we're going to get into all the drama. If you could not tell already by this ridiculous intro, everything I'm saying just for entertainment purposes only. Please don't take anything I say seriously. I'm sharing opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information, first made public by public figures. Please don't go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments. Entertainment purposes only. I will link Destiny's video in my description box.
It's been kind of, like, not in the works, but stuff has been ongoing since this time last year, which really sucks because we had our wedding reception last year, around this time, and also in October, and, like, without putting all my business out there, I kind of chalked things, like, I was definitely putting in a lot of effort. I do. That's just who I am. And I just wasn't feeling the effort being reciprocated back, like, after the reception, basically, which is a really bad timing, but I chalked it up to seasonal depression. And, you know, sometimes people are just really low. Like, I mean, even baddies get saddies.
Okay, so this was like a point of contention with Destiny's audience, because if you consume that clip as is, it pretty much sounds like she's trying to say that her and her wife, like, broke up because of seasonal depression. And a lot of people did not care for that. They were like, well, why would you break up with her over that? So here is a comment section comment. This is a vocabulary channel, girls. Somebody asked this from Destiny, and they said, can you clarify, are you saying you broke up because your partner got seasonal depression? No, I was saying that's what I chalked it up to, but it was not the case. But you have to really think about the things that you say on the internet. Definitely a big deal with her audience. She tells people that even when she had her wedding reception, there were problems between her and her girlfriend, wife, soon to be ex-wife. I just wanted to say, I have heard that idea, that story 700 times. People got married knowing things were bad. This is just my advice. This is just my opinion. Don't get married if you think that the relationship is in trouble. Don't get married if you know something is really wrong, because if you want to be in a relationship where something is really wrong, or people have like reasons not to leave, which I actually understand, then just be in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, two partners, whatever, okay? Boyfriend, it doesn't matter. Do not, this is just what I got to say about this, my opinion, do not get married if you know things are bad. Truth time. It's not going to change the relationship. People always, for some reason, I'm not saying that Destiny is saying this, but people always think that if they get married, things will be better. Things will be worse. Marrying someone never, ever, ever makes the situation better if it's already bad. Like, marriage isn't a magical occurrence. I love it when magic gets involved. Get your own channel, Magic. How long have I been asking Magic to get its own channel? It's still just constantly here. Okay, well. Probably likes Kermit's frogs. The point is, the problem is that marriage is a serious thing. And if you involve la law, as Hans Christian Lynn Reid would say in it, it's only going to make things harder for you in various different ways. So what I'm trying to say is people often get married because they think that it's going to fix things. No, it's going to make things worse. I'm going to tell you a story. I knew somebody, okay, where they constantly had like phone calls right before they got married that their partner was cheating on them, right? And they still married them. Goals. Exciting time to be alive. It's okay that Destiny did this because a lot of people make these mistakes. But what I'm trying to say is my advice is if there's serious issues in the relationship, don't get married. Just have serious issues in a, just regular relationship. Do not get married if you know something is wrong. It will not be fixed by the marriage. It'll be exacerbated by it.
Yes, I am getting divorced. It was, I wouldn't say it was mutual, but it was definitely like needed. Like I said, I think I said expectations weren't being met. Just meaning like, I don't really know how to word it per se, but expectations weren't being met for me. So, like, I mean, I just want to be happy. Is basically what I'm saying.
Okay, so Destiny has said this before, that her expectations were not being met, and obviously now she's saying she wasn't happy with this girl. Here's the thing. I wish them both all the best. I'm sorry, both all the best. I understand sometimes we all have moments like this. Here's the bottom line in my personal opinion. And this is just my opinion, Destiny decided to put this out here. Here's my, just full opinion. I don't think that you both knew each other long enough to get married. I know that everybody's getting married now after, you like each other's Instagram posts, not Destiny and this girl, but just in general. But the point is, marriage is a serious commitment, and I get it that people go into it like, okay, like I think this is the one for me, let me do it. I just think that the reason that some of these things are happening is because you both did not know each other long enough. A year is not enough to get to know each other and get married. And here's the thing. I know that there's going to be people in the comment section going to say, I met somebody for 5.7 minutes. I met somebody for like 2 minutes. We instantly knew. We're still together 50 years later. I understand that. Those are the exceptions to the rule. And there's always people that are going to be happy and are going to meet the one person they're supposed to be with for the rest of their lives. I understand that. But this is not the case for Destiny. I think next time, Destiny, you should probably take a little bit more time to get to know a person. And this is just like friendly advice. And, when you get to know a person, because you, listen. One time I heard something on the radio. I've shared this with you for such a long time. I'm going to reshare it. When you first meet somebody, you don't meet them, you meet their representative. I don't mean this 100% towards these two people. I just mean that people can't possibly get to know each other in a year. There's a lot of things that are discovered later on. Just date. Have a good time with the person. Go out with them. There's no need to like immediately get married ASAP. By the way, I just wanted to say how exciting and riveting that the only person that Destiny never really asked to get married is Amberlynn Reid. Wonderful, Amber. I hope that makes you happy.
And it was just getting to the point where I just wasn't. Talked about it and dealt with it as much as I could, and it just got to the point where it just ended. Nothing juicy, no infidelity. A lot of people were asking about that.
Okay, I just wanted to say something. So I don't think this is going to do a lot of good for me to say, but I'm still going to say it because I'm just going to say it. So here's the thing. We're going to take at face value, at least for the purposes of this video, what Destiny is saying. I just wanted to say something. Unless your name is Amberlynn Reid or Chantal, most people in girl world are not going to tell you if someone cheated. And that goes for any influencers in the world. That goes for people in the public eye. Do not always tell you that somebody cheated. So we can take Destiny at her word. But what I'm trying to say is, like, most people are not going to tell you all that. And the reason that Amber tells you all that is because she always had a reason to do so. She doesn't really have a lot of people to talk to, and she needed the money. The more dramatic Amber and Chantal's content is, the more money they're going to make. This isn't true for Destiny or anybody else in girl world. It's not true. And I think that Destiny is intelligent enough to understand that. Like, whether Destiny told y'all like the details of whatever happened, notice how she hasn't. Notice how she has not given a single example of what went wrong, which I don't blame her for. The point of the story is, I just don't think that most people are going to share with y'all and with me and with all of us, with the audience, because I'm part of the audience. People other than Amber and Chantal are not going to tell y'all the details of what really happened.
Just asking in general if, someone cheated or what have you. No. I mean, from what I know, no. So no. We moved, I don't have my apartment anymore. We moved into a house in March, which I thought would also help things, because being in an apartment that was really small sucked, but we got a big house. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's so nice. But unfortunately, I will be moving when the lease is up. We both will be. That's why we're still living together. Things are civil as they can be. It's a little weird, being in separate rooms and what have you. And I am also technically not single. I mean, not single just in general, because I'm still technically married. We're working on the divorce papers. There's just some things that we are trying to do before we sign the divorce papers, like health insurance wise, stuff like that. Like I have an eye doctor appointment on Friday. Just getting stuff lined up. That way, once the divorce is done, there's nothing to worry about for a while, basically. But I am dating somebody. So, and she's not. So, she's coping in her own way. I'm coping in mine, but I am dating somebody. I have not posted any pictures of them. I'm probably not going to do that because she does not want to be a part of any of this, which is perfectly fine. I, respect her in that way. I don't think I would want her to be anyway.
Okay, so Destiny thought that if they moved to a bigger house, like if they moved from a small apartment to a house, then the relationship would be better. That's what I'm getting here. Here's the thing. I've heard of this so many different times. When a relationship isn't working, sometimes people like to use external sources to make things better. If a relationship isn't working, it's not working. It is what it is. But I have heard of this before. And here's the thing. There is something to be said. I personally think that people need to have their own space and their own time for themselves and their own activities when they're in a relationship. However, when a relationship doesn't work, it doesn't work. As far as Destiny having a new girl and seeing the new girl on the weekends, yes, it does seem rather awkward still living with your ex and still doing that. People still do this, by the way, so I've heard of this before too. Here's the thing. I think that Destiny always moves on rather fast. Remember when she was still living with Amber and had moved on with her girlfriend, right? So this is like a pattern. I think this is just my personal advice, and this is just friendly advice, okay? Like I said, I wish Destiny all the best. My advice is just be single. If you want to date somebody, but just be single. You don't need to get into serious relationships. Why don't you just get to know the person? That's just my advice. It's understandable that you want to move fast, but there's no reason to. What I mean by that is sometimes you meet somebody, you really like them, you're like, I need to move fast right now. But interesting how Destiny keeps finding all these girls that are okay with her living with her ex and still being legally married. It's a wonderful time to be alive. Girls, I feel like a girl of 2021 again. But yeah, interesting new relationship. My advice, just take it slow, and yeah, don't put her on social media. That's good. I agree with that.
It's the divorce and everything. I think I had made a profile picture on my Facebook, and I forgot it was connected to my Instagram, and people were asking what baby was in one of my profile pictures. My sister had a baby, and I completely forgot that my Instagram profile picture was connected to my Facebook one, so I fixed that because I would not have put the baby out there in girl world.
Oh, I only left this in the video to make the statement that this is an easy mistake to make. Destiny's not a full-time girl world creator, and I think that just in general, nobody cares to really probably bother Destiny and Destiny's family. But what she's saying is exactly on point. So I've always said this, if you're going to start out being a drama tea channel, create yourself an Instagram, create yourself all this other stuff that has nothing to do with your personal life. There can never be, and if you believe nothing I say, believe this, there can never be any type of a connection to your real world life and your drama page on YouTube. Believe me when I say this, okay? So what she did, yes, it's like a simple mistake, but again, she's not like an active player in girl world, right? But it's still not a good idea. Like, if you want my honest opinion, yeah, that's not a good idea. There's a reason why Destiny wouldn't be sharing such personal family news with girl world. Bottom line is, I would even say this. Let's say you're not doing like drama tea channel, whatever. Just don't. Just stop oversharing. Like, just absolutely stop oversharing. My advice is, people overshare and share just too much of their personal life. It will always come back to haunt you. If you believe nothing I've said so far, it will always come back to haunt you. You cannot possibly fathom everyone that is consuming your content on a daily basis. Most people that consume our content on a daily basis don't say anything to us. You know, the percentage of people like, okay, I'm getting like what, usually like 200. Video had 50,000 views. That's the math channel. And 17 Kermits went to Denny's and were told that they smell good. How many Amberlynn videos did you watch? No, listen, I told you, this is a logical math channel. My point is that even if I did have a 50,000 viewed video and I had 400 comments, or even if I had 100,000 views and I had 1,000 comments, think about all the people that didn't say anything to me. There's a reason I mentioned that. Most people will consume and not say anything, and then you don't know what else is going on. So what Destiny is talking about, everybody should be involved with. Like, do not, if you have especially drama tea channel, do not share anything personal.
Go ahead and film a video, that way something, because I feel like y'all probably think nothing is ever coming. I also don't know a lot about what's going on with Amberlynn right now. Like, I know you guys are probably expecting me to, like, know what's going on, but unless I'm filming myself, like, I mean, I don't have a lot going on with her, like, except for talking about the situations I was already in. I do plan on still trying to do the retro reacts in some sort of way. Like, I will, y'all suggested a couple of different channels. I will definitely check those out to do the retro reacts, and I figured out how to film it, so I'm not worried about that part of it either. I have no idea what's going on with her. I don't know even the names of all these people that y'all keep talking about in the comments. It's very weird. I don't know why she took down all of her videos. That's weird. I just know that, I guess that's what was happening.
Okay, so first of all, and this is really important, this is how I would do a retro reaction to Amber's content. Since Destiny is on camera, this can totally work. Have Amber's content not in your video, meaning, honestly, watch it out of frame if you have to. Never, ever put Amber's content inside of your video. This goes hand in hand with Amber, quote unquote, deleting her videos. Destiny, and anyone else that doesn't know, she did not delete her videos. She privated her videos. At any moment, if she wants to copyright strike you or something else, there are other things she can do. She can do that because she still has a link to the video. Amber privated her videos instead of deleting them. It's the best thing of all time. In order for Amber to be remonetized in February, she actually has got to permanently delete that content that's offending. She has to delete her entire channel. She refuses to do it, and she's privating it, so you'll never get your monetization back. Also, somebody had asked me a question in the comments that I want to answer publicly. Somebody said, why do I keep saying that she has to reapply for monetization? You have to reapply for monetization a bunch of months later, because here's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's February, it's March, it's April, it's next holidays, it doesn't matter, okay? She can't reapply for monetization immediately. It has to be, I think, a bunch of months. Why? When you break so many rules on YouTube that they take a look at your entire channel and they're like, hey, you're breaking terms of service not just once or twice. Your entire channel is not within our guidelines. You get punished. That's what that's what we're talking about here. You get punished. You don't just get to say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I understand I did wrong." No, no, no. Amber's time to understand that she was breaking the terms of service was yearly when YouTube removed 2 to 3 videos a year or restricted 2 to 3 videos a year. That was the time when Amberlynn Reid had to say, my content is against the TOS. I'm going to delete all offending content and not repeat it again. So now that YouTube warns you multiple times by taking down your content and not putting it back, now you're punished for months and months on end, no money. By the way, for those of you that don't know, the way that YouTube punishes you is taking away your money. It's not a way that anybody else at any other job punishes you. But yeah, like you can't just come back in a month. No, no, no. They punish you. They punish you, and in my opinion, it's a genius punishment, of course. So no money until you learn your lesson. Listen, this whole thing with Amber, it didn't have to happen. Like I said many, 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 many times before, this is a repeating channel. All she had to do was see that her videos were being restricted and removed and say, YouTube is trying to warn me and show me that my content is against TOS. Let me delete all the offending content. And by the way, if you go through my older videos, and if anybody has been here for years and years and years, when I first started talking about Amber, I always said you have to permanently delete the content. You can't private it. So Destiny, darling, she privated it because she's on some kind of a quest to get 17 Kermits at Denny's to tell her she smells good. I don't know. What she's doing is technically pointless. Sweetheart, you have to permanently delete it. Then other people are coming here telling me, Karina, don't tell her what to do. Meaning don't get her remonetized. Good news, she won't get remonetized if she keeps all her videos private, and it's obvious that she cares more about herself than her job. So here's the bottom line. If she doesn't delete these videos, if they're on private, good luck. I don't know. Maybe YouTube will change their rules and she will get monetized. Or, at the end of the day, what's it all worth? Do you want a job, or do you want to prove to the haters that you could still copyright strike them or put in for something else? And yes, I know. I understand she has copyright standing in court. Don't worry. Girl couldn't take anybody to court when she had money, and she won't take anybody now. My issue is I know exactly why she's keeping those videos on private instead of deleting it, okay? And that's why I'm saying, Destiny, don't ever put her content into yours, okay? Don't do it. As far as what Destiny is talking about over here, how she's saying that she doesn't know any of the names of the people that people are mentioning in the comments. I'm assuming this is Tommy. Amber's, who is Aber? We can just call Amber Aber. This is a vocabulary channel. You get new made up words every day. Amber, the girlfriends that she dated after Destiny, right? So Destiny's saying that she has no idea about anything that's going on other than the stuff that has happened when she was around. Destiny, here's some free advice. Educate yourself. If I was Destiny, I would start reacting to Amber's latest drama from this year, but that's just my opinion. Find out what happened, form an opinion, and do reactions that way.
It happened, and I guess maybe she was just over it. I don't know. I can't really think off the top of my head of anything that I haven't already told you guys that happened between her and I. I haven't spoken to her since when I filmed videos last or did lives last not even lives last, because I did those lives with Beck. But, I have not spoken to her, in any kind of a way. I have her blocked on everything, and she probably has me blocked on things as well.
I have to go ahead and disagree with that. There is no way that Amberlynn Reid has blocked the love of her life, the one that got away, Destiny. If you don't know, my personal opinion, but I'm 100 on this, is that Destiny's the one that got away. You ever hear Amber talk about Destiny? Pay attention to the way she says her name. Destiny. Like a breathy, just her whole demeanor changes when she talks about Destiny. She can say she doesn't like Destiny. She could say whatever. That's the one that got away. And Destiny, in my opinion, is the only girlfriend that Amber had that she actually loved. So my personal opinion is that Amber probably doesn't have you blocked. And good news, if she blocked you, she'll probably already unblocked you.
So I'm trying to think of any other updates. Oh, I turned 30 this year, like I said. You know, life is just, it's a lot. I wasn't sure how I was going to come back to YouTube. Like, I've been wanting to, like, it's definitely something that I wouldn't mind doing, like, every so often, or even, like, try to do it on a normal basis, like a regular basis, like, maybe not weekly, but maybe, like, every other week, or what have you. It's just, it's really hard. When you've got so much going on, and the girl I'm dating, she actually lives an hour away from me, so I usually go and stay with her when I get off work on Friday, and I leave from her house Monday morning and just go to work. So, I mean, I'm busy doing that all weekend, you know, just squeezing in what time I can get. So it's not always the most convenient time to film.
No one ever talks about this, but YouTube is not for everybody. I think it's personality based, especially being in drama and being like a T-drama channel. That's 100% personality based. It's not enough to like scandals and tea and drama. It's not enough to enjoy it, and it's not even enough to be able to make successful videos on YouTube about it. The thing is that you know, what really is successful, that's up to whoever was thinking about it. But just in general, being a YouTuber, creating content on a continuous basis, it's not for everybody. You have to have a certain personality type. And for drama and gossip tea videos, you definitely have to have certain personality type. It's really like, I know this is not what you're probably expecting from me. It's something that I don't suggest anyone gets involved in. And if I had like a person that I cared about and they wanted to do this, I would try to talk them out of it, because this is not anything that I would recommend to anybody else. A bit of a downer. Maybe I should go to Denny's. Someone will tell me I smell good there.
I do plan on filming the Q&A separate. I wanted to do an update video and then do the Q&A, because that is a lot to cram into one video, because I want to answer as many questions as I can, but I also wanted to give you guys a separate just like update. So that way you can, if you've got more questions too, to put on the Q&A that I put, it's on my YouTube channel. I didn't put it anywhere else. I may put it on like Instagram or something for anyone. I don't see why anyone wouldn't see it on YouTube that follows me on Instagram. But this way, if what I'm saying generates more questions, there's also that opportunity is given for you guys to ask me some questions. But we are also, she's meeting, I've met pretty much all of her family, but she has not met basically any of mine. She's met my best friend, and that's about it, but that's because they live like 2 minutes from each other. So that's very nice. So when I go on the weekends, she's not off on the weekends, so that does kind of suck, but she goes to work, and then my best friend is 2 minutes down the road, so I go see my best friend while she's working, and then, you know, then we hang out after. I can't think of anything else to really update you guys on. She's meeting at least my dad and my stepmom, I know for sure tomorrow. I think maybe my sister.
So she's talking about her new girlfriend meeting her whole family. And I just think you're getting involved so fast. And I think that getting involved fast always has consequences, because like, so you're still living with your soon-to-be ex-wife, and you're already in the serious relationship, serious enough for her to meet your whole family. Well, I wish you all the best with your relationships. I don't know. Me personally, y'all let me know in the comments, like, how do you feel about it? Like, just me personally, no judgments towards anyone. I just could not date someone who was living with their wife, and just, I don't know, I just couldn't do it. But maybe other people think it's totally regular, and you know. So that was Destiny's video. She's going to do a whole Q&A. I think a lot of the questions might be about Amberlynn Reid. So we're gonna revisit this topic. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comments down below. Check out this other video that's popping up here on a similar topic, and I will see you next time. Bye.